There's something quietly powerful about a woman who's lived through 6 decades of life. She's seen heartbreak and healing. She's built families, careers, homes, and rebuilt them, too. She's given more than she's taken, laughed when she wanted to cry, and stood tall even when life knocked her to her knees. And through all those seasons, her hair has been with her. Changing. Aging. Whispering the story of her life. Yet, there comes a moment, often subtle, almost imperceptible, when she looks in the mirror and wonders, when did my reflection stop looking like me? It's not about wrinkles. It's not about age. It's about feeling out of sync with the woman she knows herself to be. That disconnect? More often than not, it starts with something surprisingly simple. 1. Color is more than just hair. The invisible shift no one talks about. As we age, our skin changes. It loses warmth, elasticity, and that youthful flush we never knew we'd miss. Our eyes soften, our jawlines blur, and our hair, once rich with natural pigment, begins to fade or turn silver. It's nature's quiet nudge, reminding us that life is moving forward. But while many women embrace the laugh lines and silver strands, there's one detail that often slips under the radar. The wrong hair color can age you faster than time ever could. It's true. 2 women can walk out of the same salon, both freshly colored, both confident. But one glows, her features softened, her eyes brighter, her skin radiant. The other looks off. Older. Tired. A little washed out, even. The difference isn't the haircut. It's not the stylist. It's not even the price. It's the color. Why this matters more than ever after 60. Your hair frames your face. It reflects light, or doesn't. It draws attention to your eyes, or your wrinkles. It either harmonizes with your skin tone, or battles against it. And after 60, when those subtle changes in skin and bone structure start to whisper louder, the color you wear becomes a powerful visual cue. It can lift you up, or drag you down. But here's the truth they don't always tell you in beauty magazines. Hair color isn't just a cosmetic choice. It's emotional. It's intimate. It's the way you walk into a room and introduce yourself before you even speak. What we used to believe. For years, we were taught that black is classic. That blonde is playful. That red is bold. And if you're going gray? Well, that's something to hide. But the truth is, these old beauty rules don't age as gracefully as we do. Jet black may have once made you feel fierce, but now it can harden your features. Platinum blonde might have felt flirty at 30, but by 60 it can wash you out. And those deep burgundy reds that once made you feel daring? Now they might clash with the skin you've grown into. So, do we just give up? Absolutely not. The quiet confidence of choice. This next phase of life isn't about chasing youth. It's about stepping into the most authentic, radiant version of yourself. And to do that, we begin with awareness. With education. With intention. Because when you find the right color, not the trendy one, not the one that used to work, but the right color for you now, everything shifts. Your skin glows. Your eyes sparkle. Your confidence returns, not because you look younger, but because you finally look like you again. Let's take a closer look. In this series, we're going to explore what works, what doesn't, and, most importantly, why. I'll walk you through 3 hair colors that tend to age us unnecessarily, and 3 that can breathe new life into your look. But before we get to the do's and don'ts, I want to say this. There are no rules here. Just truths. Gentle, thoughtful truths from one woman to another. From someone who's seen the transformative power of color, not just in photos, but in the quiet smile of a client who finally sees herself again. The journey ahead. Over the next few chapters, we'll dive deep into the colors you might want to reconsider, and the ones you might want to embrace. Not because you're trying to look 20 again, but because you deserve to feel vibrant, seen, and completely at home in your own skin. So grab a cup of tea, find a cozy spot, and let's begin this journey together. Because after 60, beauty isn't about youth. It's about alignment. It's about harmony. It's about honoring who you are now, and who you're still becoming. Welcome to the next chapter of your beauty story. It starts with color. 2. The shades that age you. Let's begin with something important. This chapter isn't about shame. It's about clarity. Because no woman wakes up and says, "Today I want to look tired and older." We choose hair colors because they meant something once. They made us feel something. Powerful. Bold. Sexy. Safe. But life changes. And sometimes, the color that once lit us up starts to dim us down. Not because it's a bad color. But because we've changed, and the color didn't come with us. So today, let's talk about 3 shades that tend to pull us backward instead of lifting us forward after 60. Not with judgment. But with love. Because when we know better, we glow better. 1. Jet black, the illusion of youth. Jet black is dramatic. It's sharp. It's unapologetically bold. And for many women, especially those with naturally dark hair, it feels like a return to their roots. It covers grays effortlessly. It feels safe, familiar, powerful. But after 60, jet black rarely returns the favor. Here's why. As your skin lightens, softens, and loses some of its elasticity, the harsh contrast of jet black against mature skin can feel jarring. What once felt fierce now feels heavy. It deepens every line, casts shadows under the eyes, and emphasizes hollows that weren't even there last year. Think of jet black like a bold outline around a pencil sketch. It can make details pop, but it also makes every flaw more noticeable. And because black absorbs light rather than reflecting it, your hair can look flat and lifeless, especially if it's thinning, which, let's be honest, is a normal part of aging. Jet black also has this strange way of freezing the face in time. Not turning it back, just freezing it. And what you end up with is a face that feels older than you feel inside. What to try instead? Swap the harshness for depth and richness. Try a soft black, a warm espresso, or a deep chocolate brown with caramel lowlights. These tones still provide coverage, but they reflect light, soften features, and give you back some movement in your look. You're not giving up drama. You're just letting go of the kind that ages you. 2. Light blonde/platinum, washed out, not washed fresh. We all know the saying, blondes have more fun. And maybe once, that was true. Maybe you were that sun-kissed beach goddess with champagne hair and glowing cheeks. But platinum and icy blondes are high-risk territory after 60. Here's the deal. Cool-toned blondes, platinum, ash, icy gold, tend to drain mature skin of warmth. They reflect the cooler tones of aging skin, exaggerating paleness and making you look washed out or tired. These colors also cling to fine lines. They don't soften your features, they expose them. Suddenly, you find yourself needing more makeup just to bring your face back into focus. And the maintenance? Bleaching fragile, aging hair creates breakage, frizz, and dryness, fast. Your once silky strands can become brittle overnight. And when that icy color starts to fade or go brassy, it turns what was meant to be chic into something that feels unkempt. What to try instead? Blonde can still be beautiful, just warmer, softer, and deeper. Try a honey blonde, buttery beige, or golden wheat. These tones add warmth back into your complexion and are far more forgiving with regrowth and fading. A blend of lowlights and subtle highlights can add dimension without demanding constant upkeep. You're not letting go of fun, you're just choosing a version that loves you back. 3. Deep burgundy and purple reds, loud where you need softness. Red is power. Red is sass. Red is rebellion. And for a while, a glass of Merlot on your head felt like a celebration of that spirit. But as we grow into our 60s, deep reds often stop flattering us and start fighting us. Here's why. These shades, burgundy, plum, wine, even eggplant, are heavy with cool red undertones. And when paired with thinner, paler, or more translucent skin, they can clash. Instead of brightening your complexion, they leave you looking ruddy, flushed, or off balance, especially without makeup. And then there's the fade. Red dyes fade faster than almost any other color. And when they go, they leave behind a muddy, brassy, uneven trail that demands constant touch-ups, or risks making your hair look dull and outdated. Ask yourself, are you wearing the red, or is the red wearing you? What to try instead? Warm, natural reds are still on the table, just aim for subtle, blended, and balanced. Try a light auburn, chestnut, or soft copper brown. These colors can add life, reflect light, and bring out the warmth in your eyes and skin, without the drama or the maintenance. Remember, you don't have to shout to be seen. A whisper of red can still turn heads, just more gracefully. 4. Ashy gray, when natural, misses the mark. Now let's talk about a shade that often wears a disguise. It looks soft. It looks neutral. It even gets called natural. But in reality, ashy gray, that cool, dull, smoky shade, can accidentally steal your spark. Here's what happens. Many women, as they begin to go gray, try to blend their natural silver with ashy toners or matte grays. It feels safe. It feels low maintenance. But here's the honest truth, ash tones can go too far. Instead of looking elegant or chic, they can leave your hair looking flat, muddy, and lifeless. Especially if your skin leans warm, this cool gray will clash with your complexion, draining color from your face and making your skin appear sallow or tired. And worst of all? It lacks warmth. And without warmth, your hair loses its ability to soften your features or reflect light. You look in the mirror and something feels off. Like your hair is disappearing instead of supporting your presence. It's not just about color. It's about energy. Ashy gray can unintentionally dim the energy in your face, flattening your expression and making you feel invisible. And you, my friend, were never meant to be invisible. What to try instead? If you're going gray naturally, that's a beautiful journey. But instead of going full ashy, add silver gloss, pearl toners, or even soft beige lowlights to keep things lively and intentional. You can also explore salt and pepper blends, or even cool taupe tones that reflect light without overpowering. These options give your natural silver a polished finish, while keeping you radiant and grounded in your authenticity. Because gray should say, I've arrived. Not, I've faded. It's not about playing it safe, it's about playing it smart. Choosing to let go of a color you've loved isn't a defeat. It's an evolution. You're not erasing who you were. You're reimagining how you show up now. Each of these shades, jet black, icy blonde, deep red, served a version of you that once felt fearless, bold, alive. That version isn't gone. She's just evolving. And with the right color? She's about to glow even brighter. 3. The colors that illuminate you. We've talked about the colors that steal your light. Now let's talk about the ones that give it back. Because you're not trying to look 25. You're not chasing some filtered version of youth. You're chasing something far better. That warm, grounded confidence that comes when you look in the mirror and see yourself, fully alive. The right hair color at this stage in life doesn't try to erase your age. It honors it. It works with your changing skin, your softening features, and your earned grace to create something real, radiant, and completely you. So here they are, 3 colors that illuminate, not overpower. Each one selected with care. Each one designed to support the woman you are now. 1. Chocolate brown with copper lights, quiet radiance. Not everyone wants attention. But everyone deserves to be noticed, for the right reasons. And nothing does that quite like a rich chocolate brown base, kissed with just enough copper warmth to catch the light. This color isn't flashy. It doesn't scream. It whispers. But that whisper? It says everything. Here's why it works. As we age, our skin loses some of its rosy glow. Chocolate brown brings it back, softly. It warms up cooler complexions and enhances the natural pinks and golds in your undertones. And those copper lights? They're like built-in sunlight. They reflect beautifully in both natural and indoor lighting, giving your face an instant lift, without a single drop of highlighter. Even better? It's low maintenance. This shade blends gracefully with gray roots, fading into soft warmth instead of awkward bands of contrast. It makes your eyes pop, especially if they're hazel, green, or deep brown, and looks gorgeous in every season. It's polished without trying. Elegant without effort. Alive without apology. 2. Soft golden beige, bright but balanced. You want brightness. You want that fresh, light feeling that blonde once gave you. But now, it's all about balance. Enter, soft golden beige. It's the perfect middle ground between warm and cool, light and rich. And it's the blonde that actually works after 60. Unlike icy blondes that wash you out, golden beige has a buttery undertone that flatters maturing skin. It doesn't fight against your natural color shifts, it flows with them. Your skin looks warmer. Your eyes look clearer. Your whole expression feels open. And if you're dealing with fine lines, golden beige is incredibly forgiving. The subtle highlights and dimensional tones create soft movement around your face, blurring instead of outlining. This color isn't about hiding age. It's about brightening your presence. Pro tip. Ask for a blend of beige lowlights and golden baby lights. This adds depth without going brassy, and keeps your color feeling alive between salon visits. You'll still feel like a blonde. Just a smarter, softer, more sophisticated version of one. 3. Cool ash brown with smoky silver ribbons, sophisticated edge. Maybe you're not a golden girl. Maybe you've always leaned more into the cool, classic vibe. If that's you, then ash brown with smoky silver ribbons is your perfect match. It's modern. It's moody, in the best way. And it brings a subtle edge that says, I still play by my own rules. Here's why it's magic. Ash brown tones neutralize redness and sallowness in the skin. They create contrast without being harsh, letting your features soften and shine at the same time. And those smoky silver highlights? They're not streaks. They're whispers. They blend in naturally, especially if your grays are beginning to grow in. Instead of hiding your gray, they elevate it, turning it from something to manage into something to celebrate. This color also looks stunning in sleek cuts, bobs, shags, shoulder-length waves. It's perfect for women who want their look to say, refined, but still relevant. You won't look like you're trying too hard. You'll just look like you've still got it. 4. Warm auburn brown, soft fire, subtle strength. Let's not forget the power of red, done right. We've already said goodbye to the deep burgundies and eggplants. But a warm auburn brown? That's a red you can grow into beautifully. Think soft cinnamon. Think copper under candlelight. Think the leaves of autumn, glowing from within. This color adds warmth, personality, and brightness without overwhelming your face. It makes green and hazel eyes look like jewels. It gives your skin a golden undertone, even on your dullest day. And it fades beautifully. Over time, it turns sun-kissed, not brassy. Which means you can go longer between salon visits and still feel put together. It's spicy but grounded, like you. Pro tip, ask for a neutral brown base with auburn lowlights focused around the face. The effect is cozy, confident, and undeniably flattering. Why these work, and what they have in common. They're not extremes. They're not trends. They're not trying to turn you into someone else. They're rooted in balance, depth, and intentional warmth. They reflect light. They soften features. They work with your skin, not against it. And most importantly, they support how you want to feel. Beautiful. Effortless. Whole. This isn't just color. It's permission. Permission to evolve. Permission to look in the mirror and see a version of yourself that feels true, not 10 years younger, just fully alive. Color is energy. It speaks before you do. So what do you want it to say? Do you want it to say tired? Washed out? Overdone? Or do you want it to say, I am here. I am glowing. I am still unfolding. You've earned every silver strand. Now it's time to choose how you wear them. And as you do, remember, you're not coloring your hair to hide anything. You're doing it to celebrate everything. 4. Redefining beauty after 60. Let's pause for a moment. Take a breath. If you're here, reading this, then you've already done something bold. You've chosen to rethink beauty. You've dared to ask, is there a better way? You've opened your heart to possibility. And that, my friend, is the most beautiful thing of all. Because after 60, beauty is no longer about perfection. It's not about hiding. It's not about chasing. It's about choosing. Choosing what lifts you. What lights you. What loves you back. A lifetime of layers. By now, you've lived through decades of hairstyles, hair colors, and beauty ideals. Maybe you remember teasing your bangs in the 80s. Maybe you had a bold red in your 40s. Maybe you covered your first grays before you were ready. Your hair has been with you through breakups, births, new jobs, losses, and laughter. Every cut, every dye, every strand that fell out and every strand that grew back. It all tells a story. So let me ask you. When you look in the mirror today, do you see someone who's trying to recapture the past? Or someone who's ready to redefine the future? Because one path is exhausting. The other is liberating. Beauty is not in the mirror, it's in the moment. Think of the women who stop you in your tracks. The ones who radiate presence the moment they walk into a room. It's rarely because of their cheekbones. Or their lip color. Or the absence of crow's feet. It's because they've made peace with who they are. They know what suits them. They wear confidence like a fragrance. They don't chase attention, they own it, simply by being comfortable in their skin. That's what choosing the right hair color can do. Not because color itself is magic. But because when your outside aligns with your inside, you feel whole. This is not the end of your beauty story. Aging is not a descent. It's a rising, into clarity, purpose, peace. And your hair? It can either fight that, or follow it. You get to decide. Whether it's rich chocolate tones, shimmering salt and pepper strands, or smoky ash layers. The right color at this stage of life doesn't mask anything. It amplifies. It honors your evolution. So if you've been asking yourself, is it time to try something new? Let me be the one to say it. Yes. Yes, it is. A love letter to the woman you are now. You've earned every line. Every silver strand. Every scar that tells a story no one else knows. You've raised children, led teams, buried loved ones, built homes, healed hearts, and still, you rise. That isn't just beautiful. That's legendary. And your reflection should tell that story. Not hide it. Not mute it. But honor it, every time you catch your own eyes in the mirror. Because beauty after 60 isn't about looking younger. It's about looking like you, fully, confidently, unapologetically you. The journey doesn't end here, it begins here. If you found even a flicker of recognition in these words, then let this be your nudge. Book the appointment. Try the new tone. Let go of what's no longer serving you. Not because someone told you to, but because you deserve to feel like the best version of yourself. And you are not alone. There are women across the world, smart, soulful, silver-haired women, who are walking this same path. We are rewriting the rules together. Not to erase the years, but to elevate them. Because grace never goes out of style. And neither do you. Final thought, glow with intention. Color is just color. Until it becomes a choice. Until it becomes yours. So choose with intention. Color not to cover, but to celebrate. Not to fix, but to feel fabulous. Not to conform, but to express who you are now, and who you're still becoming. You've got nothing to prove. But oh, you've got so much left to shine. And if you're still here, reading these last few lines, you've probably already grasped the most important thing of all. True beauty isn't about hair color, it's about choosing. Choose to love yourself the right way. Choose to listen to yourself at the right time. Choose to look in the mirror and smile, not because you look like you used to, but because you look like you, today. And if you see yourself somewhere in this story, if you've ever wondered about your old hair color, if you've ever felt wrong when you look at your current hair, if you've ever longed to see yourself again, then consider this a gentle invitation. It's time for you to shine, in your own way. Start simple. A new hair color. A new feeling. A nod in the mirror every morning. And if this journey resonates with you, don't keep it to yourself. Leave a comment. Just a word. A number. A moment you've experienced. Who knows, maybe a woman is reading this, and finding herself in your words. Don't forget to follow if you want to continue to discover more loving, practical, and inspiring perspectives on how women over 60 can still be beautiful, can still be confident, and can still start over anytime they want. Because age is just a number. The light you carry within you, it never goes out. You're still writing your story. And I, like the other amazing women here, look forward to joining you on that journey.